Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to try to make this video as short as possible, but I basically just want to do an overview of kind of the spreadsheets and systems that I have set up in Google Sheets, and then I'll make separate videos going into each one. Probably at the end of the month when I'm able to record all my transactions and kind of see August as a summary. Yeah, I think that's how I'm going to do it for now. So this is not a template that I created. I bought this from a creator online here named Michaela, which I'll link down below. And this spreadsheet I think I'm going to use to track my income from a gross level for my job. So I'm including, for example, down here, taxes, insurance, like I'm including everything just so I can see exactly where all my money's going. I have my 401k, Roth IRA, HSA, the savings I'll talk about in a later video, and kind of why I set it up like this, all my debt, non-essential expenses, etc., and then my transaction log. So again, I'll go through this in a later video, but I logged everything up until the 13th or the 14th, it looks like. Added some notes, and then this is August as a whole. So I'm doing different spreadsheets because just the way my brain works, like this view to me isn't really helpful. So I guess it would depend on what I need it for, but like this to me isn't really user friendly. But I do like this view and then the transaction log view. So that's probably what I'm going to use it for. And then I'll probably use the annual totals, but we'll see. I haven't used this yet. So that's the first spreadsheet. The second one is my net check, so just what hits my direct deposit every month. This is from another creator called or named Life and Numbers here on YouTube. So I like this spreadsheet. It's a lot more visual, which I think I prefer. And she has a net worth and fire tracker here. So I'm only using the net worth portion for now. Fire, I have a separate tab, which I'll go through in a second. But I just plugged in some numbers here, but I'm not using that. So I have net worth tracker here. My goal, one of my goals is to get to 100K. It's not a super high priority goal. But for right now, I'm just starting with the basics and like tracking my expenses. And then she has a separate tab for fixed expenses, which I think is really helpful. Right, this should be called fixed transactions really, because she has income and expenses here. Same kind of story, like you have the category for each expense, and then she has a calendar view, which again I think is super helpful. And then you log the transactions here right next to it. So this does require me to enter transactions twice, but again, I don't really mind. I'm really trying to just get my finances under control. Yep, and I have everything logged through the 14th, which is great. And then the color coding, again, really great for someone with a brain like mine. Planned transactions are purple, so purple is good, and then red, unplanned. So as you can see, I have quite a bit of unplanned transactions. Not necessarily bad, but again, just something to kind of assess. And I put a lot of notes here because I really am trying to track like what's what. Okay, so I'm going to be using both of these, different reasons. Maybe I'll make, and I'm not going to sell this or anything, but maybe I'll make a combination of the two so it's a bit easier. And then I have my money log. I believe I showed this before. But this is now not 100% up to date because my 401k did not start yet. But it's, 99% up to date with the taxes and insurance and everything. I have everything mapped out until the 15th. I'm actually going to update this later today, not in this video, to get the check for the 31st all sorted out. I don't think anything's going to change much. I've been trying to keep my expenses low. But I'm going to go through this a bit later. One update is I did close my Nordstrom card, which I'm really excited about. I barely used it. I shouldn't have opened it anyway. So that card's gone, which is great, so I have less to worry about. Yeah, so I'm just going to focus on paying off my credit card debt, and then the Alpheon credit line that I have, and that's gonna get closed as well. And then go from there. I had an unexpected, well, not unexpected, but I had a membership fee due that I completely forgot about, so I'm either gonna cancel it or try to maximize it. I do use it, so I don't want to cancel it, so I'm gonna figure that out separately. But yeah, so this is the money log, which I went through, and then my fire tracker. So this I bought from Michaela, that YouTuber again, and I wasn't going to, but I think it's good to just have a kind of North Star to just keep in mind. So again, you can go to her channel and see how she does it to go through it. I'm not going to do all that, but basically I'm going for Coast Fire. So actually, what's the difference here? Oh yeah, I was trying to see if the so basically I plugged my numbers in. It's, you know, I mean, not looking great. I'm gonna hit financial independence by 52. That's not terrible. But this is making a lot of assumptions. Like, it's assuming that my salary is gonna increase 3% every year, which I'm not saying is not gonna happen, but realistically, it's probably not gonna increase 3% every year. If anything, it's not gonna go down, but because of inflation and all that stuff, it's probably gonna just be the same amount. So again, take this with a grain of salt. Like, this is future projecting, so you can't really, you know, exactly map out exactly what's gonna happen. But I named this stage 1 50K because it's just very overwhelming to me to just, you know, from day one say, all right, I have to save $1 million when I only have 17K in investments. So I'm like, okay, stage 1 50K, that's what I'm gonna do. And so I highlighted here, I'll have 50K or 58K according to this in my savings, in my investment accounts by the end of 2028. Again, assuming that, you know, my salary is this, assuming that I spend this much, I save this much, this is where I would end up. And so that's this spreadsheet. And so I made a copy of this, and then I just assumed if I had the same salary and the same salary and the same spend, what would happen? I would still be at 50K. Like, really, like I would have just hit 50K. So I'm gonna use this more conservative assumption to hit my goal. And then again, she goes through the spreadsheet, so I'm not gonna go through it. But basically, this is how much I would have to save every month for each year to hit this 50K number. And so this I'm not doing right now. So in my head, I know that this is technically, even though this says $800, $600, it's probably going to be more like $1,000 or more. But just knowing that and seeing it here is still helpful for me, so that I can, you know, assess my goals accordingly. And then the Barista Fire, this one is so these two tabs are for my Roth IRA, my 401k. These I'm not going to touch until I'm retirement age. And then once I hit, the idea of Coast Fire is that once you hit this age, 55, I can stop contributing to my account, and then it'll coast until I hit my actual traditional fire number, which is $4.5 million, which again sounds like a ton, but that's the idea. So that's the regular fire, and then Barista Fire. This is going to be modeled after my brokerage account. So taxable brokerage accounts, I can access that money anytime that I want. It's my own. This, I'm basically starting from zero. Yeah, I've always invested in retirement accounts, not outside. So this is really starting from nothing. I have about 150 right now. Yeah, so that's a separate goal. I'm not going to get into that because I want to focus on these first. Yeah, and then I can show my Notion planner really quickly. So my Notion planner, again, I set this up this is just my own stuff. Just have some goals here, and then my North Star, you know, make progress toward my Coast Fire number. Create a monthly investment plan, contribute 20%. So I have it written down in front of me because I just want to check that I'm actually doing the $1,000 a month. So it's mid-month now. I'm prioritizing debt and savings. So I'm not contributing $1,000 a month right now, but next year I hope to start fresh. So next year I'm contributing $200 a month to my 401k. I'll use this as an example, but it's not going to be legit. So 200, this is just by check, so just imagine this is multiplied by 2. So it's going to be 200, and then my company actually matches 100%. I don't have to like wait to be vested or anything like that. So that's going to be $400 each month into my 401k, which is crazy. And then if I do my Roth, that's $720 and $50. So I'm short the 1,000, but again, that's okay for now because I'm prioritizing my savings goals. Yeah, and then once I hit them, I will up that to 1,000 or maybe even more a month. So yeah, that's that. And just, where did I put it? And just for posterity's sake, so I'm trying to save 20k, but I broke it down into stages. So 4 stages, $5,000 each. Let me see if I have it here. I have this already projected out here in this tracker. So no matter what, each month I have to just contribute this amount to hit that 5k. And I am on track. I'm actually ahead of goal right now, but I'm not touching this because I don't want to mess any numbers up. So I'm over 50% already to my goal. I'm actually just checking my account right now. Yep, yeah, so I'm ahead of schedule, so I'll hit that and then just keep going. And I'll lessen, come next year, I will contribute less per month. Well, not really, but yeah. Alright, so that's it. I will make another video after the month end to go through August.